U.S. military defends Israel, and a laser system shocked. Guys, lots have transitioned over the last couple of hours. I have several updates that I want to give you guys today, including an update from an article that I'm going to share with you later in this video. So, the UN warns civil orders declining in Gaza right now as thousands take basics from warehouses. And the secret Israeli laser system shocked Hamas. We are witnessing the largest U.S. anti-war protest in 20 years right here on U.S. soil. In fact, in recent weeks, the U.S. has seen the biggest anti-war protests since the Iraq war, but you wouldn't even know it just watching mainstream media. It's almost as if they're trying to keep things under wraps. But since Israel began its siege on Gaza in response to the Hamas October 7th attack, there's literally been massive protests across the world, even on U.S. soil, in solidarity with Palestine. And this includes the United States, where the country has ultimately seen one of the largest anti-war imperialist protests ever since the Iraq war back in 2003. And thousands, literally thousands of people have actually hit the streets in New York City. I covered this yesterday on yesterday's video. The Brooklyn Bridge was shut down. Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., and dozens of other cities. A D.C. protest organized by Jewish activist groups drew thousands of people, and hundreds were later arrested, including a couple of rabbis. An estimated 25,000 people showed up to a rally in Chicago, which these events, they show no signs of stopping, guys. But what's really interesting is how little of it is actually being displayed on mass media, on mainstream news. Now, on October 25th, tens of thousands of students across more than 100 North American campuses united in a walkout in order to demand an immediate ceasefire, an end to the unconditional support for Israel, and of course, university divestment from the corporations that are funding the operation in Palestine. And I don't know if you guys have heard about the most recent news. There was an airport stormed in Russia that I'm going to provide you guys the details of that later in today's video. But just a few minutes ago, there were some incoming rocket attacks that shows that Hamas is still in the business of firing rockets into Israel. And they were shot down by Israeli air defense. But there's this greater danger now regarding the law and order breaking down within Gaza. And the UN is very, very worried about it because basically Israel says that what it's doing is it's going to destroy. Their goal is to destroy Hamas, both militarily and also as a governing force. But if it succeeds in doing that, then what you have is anarchy. Now, yesterday I told you guys that Iran may not want a full-blown war with Israel, but it may be dragged into one. And the U.S. urges Beijing to temper Iran's response to Israel-Hamas war in an attempt to avoid a World War III scenario. The IDF officially issued a warning calling on all the civilian population in northern Gaza Strip to evacuate. Iranian foreign minister launched a scathing attack on the United States and Israel while addressing the United Nations General Assembly. And the Pentagon released an update as well. Now, basically what we're seeing here were hundreds storming an airport in Russia in an anti-Semitic riot over an arrival of a plane from Israel. I don't even understand how all of these people made it onto the runway strip. I honestly don't believe that this would have ever happened here in the United States. But hundreds of people stormed into the main airport in Russia's region and onto the landing field just hours ago, chanting anti-Semitic slogans and seeking passengers that were arriving on a flight from Tel Aviv, Israel, according to some Russian news agencies. And there's a number of different videos out on this that I've actually seen. And it got rowdy. It got really, really rowdy. Authorities closed the airport, the capital of the predominantly Muslim region, and police converged on the facility. Dagestan's Military of Health said more than 20 people were injured, with two in critical condition. It said that the injured included police as well as the civilians. And again, video on social media just showed some in the crowd waving Palestinian flags, and others were trying to overturn a police car. Anti-Semitic slogans could be heard shouted, and all I know is this is about as wild as it gets. The United States, quote, the United States vigorously condemns the anti-Semitic protests in Dagestan, Russia. And this came according to the National Security Council. The United States unequivocally stands with the entire Jewish community as we witness a worldwide surge in anti-Semitism. There is never any excuse or justification for this. So, yeah. And again, this is not just overseas. We're seeing it here in the United States on U.S. soil. Let me jump into the comments really quick. I know a lot of you guys have left a lot of comments here, and I haven't gotten to them yet. Thank you guys for joining. Please drop a quick comment down below. Drop a like also. I totally appreciate that, you guys. Joseph Johnson, morning. Ron from Texas. Anthony Smitherman, good morning. Let's see who else we got in here. We got Rah. We got F Home 2C. Denise Webb, hello from Cornelia, Georgia. Patrick Lunn, what's going on? I think we're playing golf here. Catalia, what's going on? Catalia never misses an episode. By the way, thank you for the positive comments on the brand new channel, Catalia. Hey, by the way, guys, I have a brand new channel. If you guys like to check that out, I'll leave a link for the new channel, the new YouTube channel, in the description down below this video, and I'll also drop it in a pinned comment for you guys. I received a number of comments from you guys saying, why didn't I tell you? So I guess I'm going to kind of let the cat out of the bag. There is a new channel, so you guys can definitely check that out. And I really appreciate the positive support and feedback from you guys. So let me know how you like it. I look forward to hearing you guys' comments. But yeah, so that's where we are now. Back on October 15th, the internet was buzzing about, there was a lot of excitement as these different videos were allegedly depicting the Israel Iron Beam laser weapon having surfaced. So, this Iron Beam, also known as Karen Bezel in Hebrew, is a revolutionary piece of military technology designed to intercept missiles from Gaza. Now, this video that's on the internet, it marked the first public appearance of the Iron Beam, which Israel had previously announced, but not necessarily showcased it, right? Now, I just want to kind of do a little bit of a dive into the concept of this directed energy weapons. And, a lot of people have been talking about laser technology lately, especially when we experienced the wildfire situation over in Maui, Hawaii. And many people were speculating that the fires were initiated by a green laser beam. Now, I'm not saying it has or it wasn't started by that, but so anyway, there's more on these different laser technologies out there. And so ultimately, kind of want to share a little bit of the information that I've collected about this particular technology. So the technical aspects, I'm also going to share with you guys some of the cost effectiveness regarding this particular type of technology, but also how this is a game changer, and it could literally just kind of reshape the landscape for military defenses. So, now before we kind of get into this Iron Beam itself, I want to help to understand and share this concept of directed energy weapons, right? So these types of weapons, they focus beams of energy, typically lasers, to engage in neutralizing targets in the air, but it also works on surfaces, right? So the idea has been around for a long time. Is pretty much, it's been in cartoons and stuff like that, but they actually have the real version. So firstly, the speed at which these laser beams travel it's really astonishing. And they reach their targets almost instantaneously, making traditional targeting systems pretty much obsolete. So, like, imagine aiming a laser pointer at a spot on the wall, right? That's how quickly these laser beams reach their mark. So, there's no need for any kind of complex calculations to account for movement of the target, which is essentially, especially important when dealing with highly maneuverable targets such as rockets and missiles. In addition, the directed energy weapons, like the iron beam, they're remarkably cost effective given the technological capabilities of this particular technology. So, but firing a laser, it's estimated to cost only about $3 or $4 per shot. Now, I'm gonna give you guys some perspective in terms of what this costs, because the reason why we really care is how much money we're sending over to Israel. And Israel is in the United States budget year after year. And this is actually part of what these protests here on US soil are being they're being agitated by, right? So just to kind of put this into perspective, right? Traditional anti-aircraft missiles can cost tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars per shot. Okay. So in fact, $3 to $4 is less than a cup of coffee in a lot of places, right? So, in contrast, a Tamir anti-aircraft missile from the Iron Dome defense system comes with a very hefty price tag of around $80,000. Now, when you factor in the cost of launching this thing, a single Iron Dome missile defense system shot, just one shot, can literally cost Israel over $100,000. Now, there's a huge cost comparison difference between the $3 and $4 cost per shot from the Iron Dome laser. Now, keep in mind, guys, $100,000 per shot. How many shots have they fired? How many shots will they continue to fire? And again, the United States continues to fund this budget. Now, this laser missile defense systems, they're very challenging to overload or counteract, right? So in the recent conflicts, we've seen Arab missiles penetrating the Iron Dome and actually striking Israeli cities like Ashdod and Ben Gurion Airport near Tel Aviv. These incidents raise questions about the effectiveness of the traditional missile defense systems. The reliability of laser-based defenses could actually provide a solution to these vulnerabilities, right? So this video that surfaced on October 15th, this video allegedly shows the iron beam in action, intercepting a missile from the Gaza Strip. So honestly, it's significantly more cost effective than the traditional methods, but I'd love to hear from you guys. Have you guys seen this video that I'm describing right now? Morning PD, Paul Bone, good morning from England. Wow. Hello from Oklahoma, Rhonda Tilley. A versus A, good morning. Todd Nelson, good morning. LA in the house. I see you. Prepared Life. Wow, we have so many people across the country and around the world actually in here today. This is awesome. Hasna Radwin, good morning from Chicago, Illinois. Hey, Hashna, have you seen any protests taking place in Chicago or in the state of Illinois? Please drop me some comments down below. Trying to keep my ears to the ground, but I really appreciate the fact that we have a lot of boots on the ground. And as a matter of fact, anyone who's in here now, please chat in the comments and let me know if you've seen any protests in or around your areas where you happen to live. Please let the community know. Brad Jones just tuned in from the west side of Oregon. Wow. Barry Gurley, good morning from Missouri. Kelly D, good morning from Western New York. We have everyone in the house today. Patrick Lund said, I saw the laser, cost about $3 to fire it. Yep. Yeah. So it's kind of wild, guys. It's pretty wild. So the video itself is, it's a significant development, right? Kind of marks the first time that the iron beam has been shown to the public, and it's pretty much ignited some discussions and speculations about its capabilities. However, it is essential to approach this video with a critical eye and kind of scrutinize the content, because I honestly couldn't really tell if it was like a legit video or not, with AI and deep fakes. I just I think the jury's out for me for now on this one, right? But drop me some comments on that. Let me know what you guys think on that particular situation. But yeah, regarding the news, it seems like the news is really just trying to keep these protests that are taking place around the country really under wraps. And I don't know the purpose behind that, but it seems clear that they're doing this intentionally, trying to kind of suppress what's actually happening on the streets. But let me know what you guys are seeing. Drop me some comments. I'm going to read through all the comments after the live. I really appreciate you guys tuning in today. I just wanted to give you guys that quick, brief update. Again, the new channel is up. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I'll leave a link for the new YouTube channel in the description down below of this video, as well as in the pinned comment. I'd like to hear your feedback. Let me know what you guys like or dislike about the new channel. I totally appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Y'all be safe.